our sponsor.
Today's video is sponsored by Ridge. First things first, I want to say thank you all for supporting my channel. As always, I appreciate you. If you've seen some of my previous videos, then you know I've been ridged up for a little while now, so I'm very excited to share this deal with you. Ridge is a company with the simple goal of making wallets better. For many years, I kept the traditional thick boy wallet. All my cars are small, so small car, big guy, big wallet, back pocket. Didn't really do me any favors. So I'm very thankful to have found Ridge wallets because they're small, slim, fit in your front pocket really easily. They're made with RFID blocking material, keep your card information safe, and they're completely customizable. As you know, most of my cars are orange, so that's why I went with orange. But I think it's time to switch things up a little bit. I won't be needing this anymore. Actually, I'm gonna keep this. I like this one a lot too. So I got a little carried away there. It's nice to have options, and Ridge wallets are made out of really quality material, so this thing isn't going bad anytime soon. But we're locked in. We got the new burnt titanium MagSafe Ridge wallet locked in with my cards. I also rock their key case, which is a great way to keep your keys in order. Between my house, my shop, and some of my cars, I have a lot of keys. If you have stiff suspension and you're tired of that annoying jingle, get yourself a Ridge key case. They help. If you like what you see for yourself or as a gift for someone you care about, Ridge is having their once a year anniversary sale that's gonna save you up to 40% off. All you have to do is go to ridge.com/hurt to get up to 40% off of some of their best products. You can't be mad at that, right? 40% off? I don't know why you're still, well, no, please finish the video, but also please go on their website. Support those who support us. Thank you for watching my content. Reunited, and it feels so good.
Yeah.
Reunited. Oh
and
my
it
goodness.
Feels good.
Chat, what is going on? What do you see right here? We are now.
It's real life, man.
At this big age.
Yeah.
The Unprofessionals, baby.
Oh, it's
Rob,
too funny, man.
Rob, let's catch up first.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
The
people want to know.
I've been here. I've been in Salt Lake. I kind of found my roots here. I seem to have started a business, a couple businesses that are taking off. Cage Kits is doing pretty good. I feel like we've changed the game when it comes to roll cages, especially really tight fitting, really high quality cages for all types of drifting, whether it be road race, drift, drag, rally. We cover all of it. We're going up. We're still doing more designs, more cages, more cars. So
would you say before drifting, your passion was fabrication?
Yeah, absolutely. Like before drifting, I was always into building stuff out of metal. I just liked working with my hands. I liked making things. It doesn't matter what it was. Like I built houses for, a couple years of my life. So I've always been building things, and making things out of metal, it's kind of what got me into cars. I started with metal first, and then cars just kind of trailed along with it when I was a lot younger. So it's always been in my blood.
When do we expect to see, because I know I just said we're reunited and the Unprofessionals at our big age, but nothing's official until we drive together, Robert.
I know, right? I mean, that might be a reality sooner than you think, because I think I just purchased an S14.
Oh. Running
and driving.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy?
Can you guys do me a favor? Stop what you're doing. I mean, obviously, keep watching this video. Pause it, go in the comments, and comment below if we should make some Unprofessionals, aka Unprofessionals. Like, should we get back in the groove of things? Should we start traveling again and going to events together, driving together? Hopefully a lot less crashing together, but
yeah, they want the debauchery. They want to see it back.
I mean, I'm not going to give it to them unless they comment below.
No, we got to see it. We need to see how hard you want it.
Yeah, but dude, I'm proud of you. One, what you built here is actually insane.
Thanks, man.
Like a full-on massive business supporting families.
That's what feels amazing. It's not just about me anymore. And it never really was. I wanted to build something cool, and I had a vision of just making this massive company that could kind of build whatever people needed, and it's working out. We work in a lot of different industries, service a lot of different types of fabrication.
You know, obviously the people miss you. What do you want to say to them?
I just want to say thanks for being patient. I mean, we've been here, but, well, I've been here. Hert's still been doing fun stuff. I've been here in the background, grinding hard, trying to build something so that I could take time to myself and do race cars again without a huge emphasis on like needing sponsors, needing all this type of support to make it happen, you know. Now I can go out, support myself, and have fun, and, you know, make good content while doing it without having a big amount of stress.
Is it safe to say Robert Chairslayer Parsons is back?
I think it is safe
to say that?
Yeah. When I do my first burnout in the drift car that I'm going to drive, that is when I'm back. And probably I can say cut the clip because I'm going to do that tomorrow night.
Okay, all right. Well, go ahead and remind the people where they can find you, and they can find that burnout too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I am starting to do my own YouTube stuff. I ain't going to say it's very good at all, but, you know, we're going to learn along the way, figure it out on our own. And so that's going to be Chairslayer on YouTube, straight up. And then CageKits.com for all your roll cage needs. And if you guys are real big business and need manufacturing done of all scale, BendingSolutions.com. You can get whatever you want made out of steel.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for you, bro. Congratulations. Thanks, you deserve everything. You're the hardest working person I know, so your success is no surprise to me.
You can't be saying all that without looking at yourself too, man. You're grinding hard too. Let's be honest.
Well, everyone's doing something.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about it, I think.
And clearly, you're doing something.
Huh?
Let's talk about this.
I acquired a GS300, and I've very much daily driven the shit out of it. So it was in far better condition when I got it than it is now because of driving it through winter and just me having no mechanical sympathy whatsoever. And I mean, I'm gonna drive it. I'm not gonna sit there and baby it.
Robert,
so
you're a winter boy. You know what winter is like.
Yeah.
You're born in the ice.
Absolutely. So I don't know. I still drove the thing all winter, which is kind of crazy. It's been a very chill winter out here, which doesn't happen very often. So it's fun to be able to do that. But at the end of the day, kind of got it real dirty.
So
Taco Defender.
So tell me about it. What you bought a GS300?
Yeah.
Obviously it's a third gen. What made you buy this car?
I just fell in love with it. I like black cars. It was on the ground, like everything was already done how I would have done it, especially if I was doing like a VIP build. I was never super sold on like the full VIP setup, which is what this car had. It had like the little cup holders and the trays and the tables and all that stuff. I ended up taking that stuff out to make it a little more functional, but it's got the curtains. It's got, the wood steering wheel, wood trim, the Bazes, which are 19 by like 10 and a half, I think, or something. I don't know. So big wheels, and it's got airbags. Oh yeah, and the best part, it's got an Aristo 2J swap in it. So it is twin turbo. Got a VVTi 2J. Shout out to the guy who built this, Dave over at Utah Pick and Pull. That's the guy who put it together, and I must say, impeccable taste, very well done. It was a show car, and it won a lot of awards. I think I've won 6 awards at car shows that I went to just by like showing up.
That's crazy.
Which is kind of fun. But at the end of the day, it's a car that drives fast. I want to drive it fast and do something fun with it, other than parking it in a parking lot.
All right. Well, pop the hood. Let's see this thing.
Well, look inside, man.
All right. We can start inside.
Just take a peek. It's got the things done to it.
So all GS's, turbo, non-turbo, Japan, America, they're all automatic.
Yeah.
So you've got your pretty basic hand control setup. It's nothing crazy like
super simple.
Some of your race cars have.
Yeah, super simple. This is what I would use to travel with. I'll take it anywhere, put it in a rental car, zip it on, take it off, whatever it may be.
Yeah. But damn.
I know, they did good. They did good.
Yo. I gotta turn it up.
Yeah. I think
you're putting me on watch. I'm on notice right now.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's not detailed and it's dusty. I tell you what, it is a daily driven car, but you know.
Dude,
hey,
the seats are so cool. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I see you repping.
I know.
Dude, the seats are really cool.
Really cool. Like, very well done.
These little accents.
Yeah.
I love these cars so much. And the fact that, you know, black GS, black interior is the move.
It's, if you did anything else, you're doing it wrong.
Yes.
This is the absolute best way to do it. It's comfortable. It looks good. The wood grain, to me, is beautiful. That accent is awesome. The steering wheel.
Yeah, like, I mean, this is how my car started too. Black on black. Yeah. I don't. You know, this one.
Your interior's amazing too. Like, really, like it. At least I remember sitting in the back of it when we were at Drift Week, and it was amazing.
It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not. You know, you got some extra sauce. This is sick, Rob. So
you're saying that my GS.
This car is good, man. I like this car. I fancy this vehicle.
Yeah.
Pop the hood. I want to see the thing.
Oh, I will. That's also, you know, dirty.
Bone stock.
Bone stock.
Just straight out of an Aristo, dropped in here.
Straight out of an Aristo. It's got I don't know what brand radiator, but it's got that. It's got a front mount intercooler and a little boost controller. And that's about it. And the blow-off valve.
Hell yeah, man. This is exciting. You know anything about the bag setup?
We can look in the trunk. It's all in there.
Still got all the trunk space. You could still do everything in here.
Everything. So very well. So yeah, airlift performance setup. And then it's got the dampened bags. So, you know, you can play around with it a little bit so it's not as bouncy, which is nice. But overall, I've put thousands of miles on this car, like driving long distances in comfort, you know? That's what I love about it. I bought it so I could drive it, and I've done that.
Dude, I'm so happy for you, Rob.
It's brought me a lot of joy.
I'm so excited to see you getting back in the groove. Ooh. This video isn't the only thing we're doing here. I'm in Utah, Salt Lake for the weekend to catch up with my brother. His birthday's in 2 weeks. And you know, I haven't seen him on his birthday in so long, but not only that, he's helping me with a special project that he's been hoarding for 7 years now. So we're finally tapping in. So
that's a stupid number.
It's been a long time, but I just wanted to give you guys some FaceTime with Rob. I know you all miss him. I know I miss him. And hopefully this year is the year that we're back in the mix, driving together, having some fun.
I really hope it is. I mean, I've made extensive efforts to make that a thing by buying this S14. So
let's do the damn thing.
Hell yeah.
Love you, Rob.
Love you guys.